Porto. It's one of the most underrated Christmas cities in Europe. How is it going, everybody? Today I'm in Porto, Portugal, and I'm gonna be trying some Christmas desserts, and they're all rich and creamy and decadent, and just some of them are sweet, some of them with a lot of cinnamon on top. There's just a lot of diversity for Christmas desserts here in Portugal, and I want to show you guys today. I'm staying at a hotel called The Gate, right in the middle of the city of Porto. It's a place that I recommend to stay if you love good food and you love to, you know, have a comfortable place to stay. It's around $45 per night on the off season. I do not eat this kind of food every day, nor do I think anybody should be eating this every single day, but when in Porto, you gotta do as the Portuguese do and have the actual feast of your life and go in a food coma after with all these desserts. It's just exactly what the doctor ordered. This is Portuguese Christmas holiday food at its best. I grew up on eggnog, pumpkin pie, all these typical Christmas desserts that we have in America, but these are Portuguese desserts. They're really special and unique to the region. You can really not find these anywhere else. This is a very local cake called pão de leite. Pão de leite, either you love it or you hate it. The egg yolk has been mixed in with a lot of sugar, but not too much, just a little bit of sugar, and it's just kind of a runny cake. The yolk almost tastes like custardy and just a little hint of sweetness, and then the top part is just a very thin crust of this little burnt cake. It's a breading on the top. It's just amazing. I definitely see the attraction of this cake though. It's just kind of that ooey gooey, get all over the place, get all over your face kind of cake. My favorite thing to do is to take a piece of the other cakes and dip it into that amazing egg custard, and then you get that kind of wetness from that custardiness. The Bullhead cake is another traditional cake made only here in Portugal. Bullhead cake has got raisins, dried pieces of candied apple. This is just a normal Bullhead cake. They've also got the chocolate kind of Bullhead cake. It's not crazy sweet. Got lots of chunks of fruit inside of the cake and outside of the cake. Pineapple and other dried fruit are just like on the top, piled high. I asked a lot of people around and they don't know what this is. One person said it could be a dried watermelon. Let me know what you think this dried fruit could be in the comment section down below. It is really yummy, very sweet. Too sweet to tell what kind of fruit it is. This is a green fig that's just been really dried out, and we're gonna give it a try right now. Very sweetened with all that sugar on the outside and inside. Just a crystallized fig. This Bullhead cake is just packed in with lots of nuts, raisins, various dried fruit, fig, and other things. This is just a very Portuguese exclusive dessert that you definitely gotta try if you come during Christmas time. And some people say it's too sweet. Some people say it's just right. You know, if you love sweet things, you gotta try it. This is the chocolate variation. And then right here is the more nuts and dried fruit variation. And the chocolate variation has got the dried cherries that are crystallized on the inside. They're both really good, but yeah, I'm gonna try the chocolate one right now. Kind of a cocoa chocolate, dark chocolate kind of flavor. Not bad. Bullhead is a must try if you come to Portugal because you can't get it anywhere else. I recommend if you come during Christmas time, which is the time when you're gonna see it everywhere, gotta try it. The chocolate Bullhead is good, but the nuts and dried fruit Bullhead is just a little bit better in my opinion. Everyone's got their own preference. Even the locals here love and hate their own Christmas traditional foods. The next variation of crème brûlée is here. It's called letrim, and normally they would shoot a fire on the top of the cream to make it all caramelized, but today they did not do that. They just kind of put some cinnamon on the top. This is a very custardy kind of cream. Altria is just these noodles that kind of stick together. I'm pretty sure they are rice noodles inside, and it's got a good amount of cinnamon put on the top. It's not a very sweet dessert. It's more of just a medium sweetness. They didn't add that much sugar. I think it's okay, but I would not choose this if I was surrounded by desserts. It would probably be my last pick. It would be a nice little snack though on the road. I mean, if I took this with me on the road, I was hiking and I just wanted to have these noodles. It's kind of a noodle pie with cinnamon on the outside, as you see. This dessert right here is called panettone, and this is a kind of dried, raisiny, almondy bread that's got a good amount of sugar in it, and it's got this nice crispiness. Panettone is pretty common here in Portugal, but originated in Italy and made its way to Brazil and became really popular there. Very much like amaretto flavor with lots of raisins inside. Overall, not a bad little dessert. Not my favorite.
Many of these dishes that you can get here in our guest house, you can get it only in our rooms.
Here I've got the roasted apple, and it's made with port wine. It's about 18%, 19% alcohol, because the sailors needed their wine to be strong to go from here to Goa, India, or here to Brazil. It was a very long journey, so they needed the wine not to spoil. They needed that consistency. And this is a port apple with cinnamon in the middle. This is just an amazing dessert. Something you gotta try when you come to Porto. This is a signature dessert. You can also find this in Lisbon too, but in Porto, this is the capital of Porto wine. You gotta try it when you come here. Then we've got all these different pastries. This is a rice cake muffin, very common here in Portugal, and definitely a must try. I try everything that I see in a new country. Portuguese people love jams. We've got strawberry jam, soft egg jam, we've got pineapple jam, tomato jam, apple jam, and then lots of dried berries. This is just a typical breakfast in Portugal. This is probably a very nice breakfast, but it's what you get for a normal, nice hotel here. The goat cheese. Okay, and I think this is a very common one, this yogurt, right?
Yes, it's a fresh yogurt.
Homemade yogurt.
Yes, yes.
You guys made it here.
Yes.
Oh wow, okay, cool. Okay, I think that's gonna be good. Oh, this cheese is also kind of Portuguese?
Yes, it's the Portuguese. I think it's flamengo.
The mango, okay. This Portuguese cheese is flamingo. Flamingo cheese. As you can see here, my plate is pretty full right now. These are the really traditional, authentic foods that you can get in Portugal. And yeah, let's go give them all a try and give you guys an idea of what Portuguese food is like here in Porto. Here we go, we're gonna have to finish this apple. This is a very special delicacy here in Porto. The apple that's got port wine baked in it with it. And this is a cinnamon that has also been put in the middle of the apple in replacement of the seeds. So you get that nice cinnamon essence coming into the apple, plus that port wine. It's a great flavor. The apples have been cooked with a little bit of sugar sprinkled on the top, but mostly you're tasting the port wine and that cinnamon stick that just got shoved in the middle of the apple. Just amazing. It's a great combination. Here is a very traditional, common Porto muffin, and it's just, you know, a nice, it's called a rice muffin, he said, and it's just a muffin with rice. It's kind of like a lemon muffin with a little bit of sugar on the top. Just an overall nice little muffin that you can have anytime. Here is a common one, the goat cheese. You can find this in people's houses. They make this at home a lot of the time. They can even make it here. They just throw it in the fridge and kind of the milk coagulates and turns into a kind of cheese. It's very similar to mozzarella cheese, except it's got kind of that goat flavor, the little bit of goat kind of gaminess to the milk, which I personally love goat cheese, so that's no problem for me. It's just got that nice little goaty bite to it. I'm a big fan of that kind of cheese. This is like a cream cake, just pure cream. It's not pudding, but cream. As you can see, the cream is so thick that it's sticking to both sides. It's not falling down. I'm sure if I hold it here for 5 minutes, it will definitely fall, but I'm not gonna do that. Here we go, we're gonna give it a try, tell you what it tastes like. Oh wow. That's just like cream pudding. And you can taste that cinnamon on the top, but then you've got that thickness of the cream. It's got a good amount of sugar, but it's not too sweet. It's exactly what you want for the morning time. All this Portuguese food is surprisingly mildly sweet, except for those tarts. The egg tarts are a little bit more on the sweet side than what I'm used to, but everything else is a very mild sweet taste. Just a very nice, healthy breakfast overall. And then this yogurt is my favorite one here. It's just plain yogurt, homemade in-house by this hotel, and it's amazing. Gotta get those probiotics, gotta be healthy, gotta keep a healthy gut, so that's why I'm having this yogurt. The best part about this yogurt is it's got no sugar added to it, just pure flavorful yogurt, very creamy. Amazing. Just completely naturally made in-house, no additives, just pure yogurt. Never been pasteurized, so you get extra probiotics in your gut, and it's just really healthy. And then, yeah, we've got this traditional pepperoni that's not really pepperoni, it's a traditional Portuguese meat, kind of a lunch meat. Here we go, we're gonna give it a try. Wow, that bits of fattiness is just kind of a more chewy, got that nice bounciness from the cartilage. Overall, not a bad kind of pepperoni. I would call it a pepperoni, but it's not a pepperoni, it's named something else that I don't know. This is smoked ham that they make here in Portugal. It's very similar to Spanish smoked ham. Of course, it's the same kind of tradition as Spain, but here in Portugal, it's just a little bit different. The smoked ham is a bit salty. It's got that savoriness that you want. Overall, yeah, a bit fatty, but yeah, you just really, it's better when it's hot. I would like to put that on a piece of bread and just toast it up, kind of make a little tiny pizza with some cheese, and then have that ham on the top of that pizza. That would be just the best thing ever. Here's a traditional cheese here in Portugal, a very nice kind of hearty cheese, similar to Swiss cheese, but it's a Portuguese style one. That cheese is very light, just good, almost like Laughing Cow cheese, but a little bit more flavor. Just a great cheese overall. Thank you guys so much for watching all my videos. For those who have been following me since the beginning, I really owe it all to you. And for the newcomers also, just welcome to the channel. We're gonna have a great year. I'm just super excited to show you guys all around the world and show you my adventures and the way I get around. Today on Lost Expat, we are gonna try the most shocking and bewildering delicacy here in Baguio City. It is the 1-day-old chick. This chick has been cracked out of its shell and sadly it died. You like that?
Yes.
But the chicken is so cute.
Don't be scared to try the chicken.